Hi guys, it's Cindy Leach, your polymer clay tutor, and today's PCT product demo. We're talking about a new product called Stampies, and it is a design tool for polymer clay that is made in the UK. Now, a little while ago, the owners of Stampies, his name is Mitch, and he has his brother. I'm actually not sure what his brother's name is, but they contacted me. I guess they have been subscribers to our YouTube channel for more than a year, and they really enjoyed the stuff that we're doing here, and they said they had this new product they wanted me to test, and could they send me some? So of course I said yes. So let me just show it to you. It is quite a unique product. Now here, first of all, I'm going to show you the packaging. I've got 5 different sets here. They actually only carry 6 full sets of the Stampies Stampie lines. Now, if you get a full set that has 10 designs in it, they'll come in a box like this, which is really a nice package, and it is quite cute when you open it up. They've got a pamphlet on the inside here with some instructions and basic information on how to use them and everything. And then they've got the little Stampies inside. Now, they've got these really cute little they look like tiny little swords, but they're really sharp, pointy little cotton swabs that you can dip in rubbing alcohol and to clean out the tools if you need to. But I found you don't need to clean out the tool if you make sure they're wet first before you push them into the polymer clay. Now, he's got several different sets. This set happens to be which one is this one? This is called Pillars of Creation, and they're quite unique. He's got a bunch of different kind of styles, but this one's got a design on each end. If you buy them one at a time, you will just get a stamp with only one design on it. But if you buy more than one pattern, he'll put 2 on the same stick. So this is really considered 2 tools, but they put them on the same stick, which just saves on the packaging and, you know, your storage and everything. So this is a set that has 10 different patterns on it. And I'll actually show you how they work and press them into the clay, and then I'll show you some of the other designs as well. And if you get them wet, and I just do it by dipping into some water, you can press into the clay. They've got a very deep design here, so you can press down quite deeply, depending on the design. Now this one has quite a bit of flat area to it, so it won't push down into the clay quite as easily. But if it's got a cut open area, like this one here, then when you press into the area, press into the clay, it presses down quite far. There's less resistance, obviously. And that one's kind of a neat one. It has a half circle that pops up to the side. Here's kind of a flower design on that side. These stamps are great for all kinds of different polymer clay projects, but they would work really well for techniques like mica shift, or mokume gane, that kind of thing. And they're very, very deep, like I said, so you can get the pattern in quite far in. Now these are printed using a 3D printer, but apparently, and I don't know much about 3D printing, but apparently it's a different type of 3D printer that does very, very fine printing. And you can tell because there's really no ridges or lines in the printing of this, which would make a big difference. If you had a regular 3D printer trying to make stamps with it, you would, the clay would really grab on it. But these do really well in the clay. Here's the last design of that set. And you can, here, I'll just dab that off. Oh, and one thing, if you were going to be doing this into Fimo clay, Fimo doesn't like water that much. It kind of makes it sticky. So if you were to put cornstarch or something like that on your clay first, and then press down into it with the stamps, then it wouldn't stick. And let me just show you some of the patterns. Now, each of the sets, like this one looks like it has a lot more designs to it, but they're a little bit wider, so they they just kind of stretched out further. This set is called Ancient Origins. It does have one extra piece to it, which is this one here. And I'm not totally sure what this is for, other than maybe pressing that down and then putting like 3 of the patterns inside of it. And the patterns are really quite unique, like I've said. Really neat designs. This set here is called Valhalla, and they kind of have a rune pattern to them. One thing I wish that they had was some explanation as to what these patterns were. And I did mention that, and maybe they can do that in the future. Say what each of these patterns mean, and then, you know, give them a name, and also which direction they're supposed to go. I have no idea if I have any of these patterns upside down or the right way, because I don't know what they are, but they're really very cool looking. Now this set here is called Smooth Geometry, and it's a little more basic. It's got, you know, circles and squares, stars, that kind of thing. And then this set here is called War and Peace, and it's got some really neat ones in here. They've even got like a radiation symbol, which I think is kind of funky. And then this last set I just stamped out for you is, oh, I see, I didn't even do a straight line. It's called Pillars of Creation, and I'm not totally sure why it's called that either, but it's got some really great designs in it as well. Now, the clay that I was stamping into is called, this is souffle clay, and the color is called pesto. And souffle clay is nice to stamp into because it has it's not a very sticky clay, so it releases from your stamps really well. Now, the other thing I was reading about these stamps is that you don't want to use acetone on them. I guess that will be very hard on the plastic. And anyone that's ever used acetone on polymer clay knows that you can remove fingerprints from baked polymer clay with acetone. So I'm guessing it's a plastic issue. It probably just eats at the plastic. So make sure not to use acetone or fingernail polish remover or anything like that on them. Just rubbing alcohol or water. Now, as far as places you can get them, he's got a website at simpleconstruct.co.uk, because they're out of the UK. Or you can also get them at his store, or their store, it's the brother's store, at Simple Construct on Etsy. And they are quite reasonably priced. If you buy one image at a time, they're kind of in the $2 per image range. And if you buy the full set, it's about $20, that kind of thing. So do check them out. They are a really neat product. I do really love how different the designs are from what I've seen out there, and how deep they are, because that makes a big difference when you're doing something like mokume gane, for example, or for doing mica shift and that kind of thing, because some rubber stamps just don't go in very deeply, and they're harder to do those types of techniques with, and these ones will work quite well for that. All right, so I hope that was helpful for you. If it was, do let us know if you like this video, and if you've got a product that you would like to learn more about or have us demo, do leave those suggestions in the comment section below. And we have done absolutely tons and tons of videos, so we might have the answer to any of your polymer clay questions that you might have. But if we haven't done the video yet, you can leave suggestions for those as well. All right, so we'll see you next time, and bye for now.